Hello, hello, hello. We are live. I'm just going to create a post on Instagram so that everybody there knows that I'm going live. It's just going to take a second. So let's copy this link. And in the meantime, you guys have the time to come in, start to take a seat around the fire. We are going to be playing some nice games today. Let's take a picture for Instagram. Smile. That's really not a good picture. Okay, wait, let me try that again. I'm just gonna take a picture normally. There. Okay. And now I'm just gonna let everybody know that we are live. All right, let's see if anybody's in the chat already. Oh, hello! David, Stefan, Amna, Chris, so many people. Wait, that's not a word. Well, doesn't matter. Hello, hello, hello. What's up? I'm doing great. How are you guys doing? Cooking or getting cooked today? Well, I guess we'll have to see. In the meantime, can you guys confirm whether the volume is okay? Can you hear me all right? Whoa, Chris, what are you talking about? Amna, you're a big fan. Well, today you might get a chance to play against me because this is going to be one of those live streams where I play a practice game. It's going to be a 10 minutes game. And then I'm going to play a bunch of viewers that are in the chat. Perfect. Thank you, Abdallah. How are you doing, man? All right. What do you guys say? Let's get started with one practice game. After all, I do need to prepare for the tournament. And lately, my chess has been decent, I have to say. But possibly not the best. Can you guys hear the game, by the way? I'm just going to check the chat in a second. Ooh, okay, we're playing a Rossolimo. Interesting. Also, you will probably not notice this because it's not really... well, what is this line? This is quite interesting, actually. So now we either transpose to a kind of Rossolimo or to a kind of Alapin. This is very interesting. 2113, this guy, huh? Well, if I go here, he's probably going to push in the center. After which, if I take and take, he's gonna have 2 pawns stably in the center. And then if I push, bishop takes and knight takes, the structure looks a little bit odd. He can then push that pawn, for example, and kick the knight away. If I go here, on the other hand, I'm threatening this pawn, meaning that he's not going to be able to play this as easily. He needs to, for example, push here, but then I'm not able to recapture on c6 with the knight. That said, that seems to me like the better option here. Okay, guys, no suggestions now because I'm going to open the chat just to see if the volume of the game is okay. Can you hear the game? Oh, yeah, right. I can turn the chat off during the games, right? I don't know how to do that, actually. Wait, I just realized that maybe the volume of the game was turned off. Okay, so he pushes. Now, whenever this push happens, often we have a counter push here because the bishop is there. But that's not the case here, of course. This is actually quite interesting. I can come here probably, but then there's this push. But then I can come around this way. Very interesting line. This is kind of offbeat, I have to say. But I would assume that it's good. Okay, now we kind of want to get rid of that. So in Alapin style, well, actually, I'm going to force the bishop to make a choice first. Always healthy to force the bishop to give itself up for a knight. Although, I mean, in these kind of structures, often that's absolutely fine for white. After this game, guys, I'm going to check how to actually turn the chat off. Okay, so usually we capture back with this pawn, and now I'm going to try and trade here. By the way, yes, this is the thing that I wanted to say earlier. You probably won't notice this, but I did make an upgrade. I bought a silent mouse, so that now you guys won't hear clicking all the time. Okay, now that he pushes here, I kind of actually want to go back this way, because knight to g6 is a very typical placement for the knight. And guys, I know that it looks like I'm wasting a bunch of moves, but so is he. He went here and then here, now he went here and here. So I think that we're doing all right. I'm going to play knight g6. He also gave up the bishop for a knight, so that's important to remember. All right. Now I really want to get rid of this and kind of gain a little bit of space in the center, so I'm considering this move. Although in this type of structures, very often f6 is a move, believe it or not. Because after f6 and takes, we can either take back with the pawn and basically open up this line of attack, and the king is perfectly safe in the center, especially since there's no light square bishop that can exploit these light square weaknesses. I'm just going to play it and then think. I know that this is a move. Maybe not exactly in this position, but I don't see why it would be a problem here. And if this knight ever comes here trying to jump in, we can then always push. Either here or here. That does weaken the e-pawn. Okay, let's take back like this. that would weaken the e-pawn and the c-pawn, but at the same time, the e-pawn is defended by the light square bishop, and it gives a purpose to the light square bishop. Okay, well, that's defended. Although it is forcing the bishop to stay on this line for now. Now the question is, do we go bishop e7 or bishop d6? Bishop d6 is slightly more active, but it doesn't allow us to push this pawn right away. And so, for example, after bishop d6, knight here, we will have to drop back. Although this seems like a pretty good placement for the bishop, but we do lose the c-pawn, right? So here and knight here, we basically just lose that. So bishop e7 is kind of more cagey, more safer, I guess. Or we could consider d6, although that's kind of uncalled for. I'm gonna play bishop e7 and see what happens. And I know that this, like having opened up here and the pawns being placed in this kind of way, looks dangerous, but I would bet that this position is absolutely fine for black. And we can verify after the game, of course. Okay, he does go there. He is attacking the pawn. So maybe now we can push d6, or we can play a move like queen to b6. Those are both options. I do wonder if we can gambit the pawn. And argue that we get some kind of counterplay. But I don't really see any counterplay, so I'm just going to play this for now. And actually, you know what? Maybe here we would have had to play here to prevent the knight from jumping there. So there, if pawn takes, we undouble. That was probably the best move. We'll have to verify later. Oh, by the way, I have the answers to those positions that we looked at during the last live stream. So for those of you who were there last time, stay tuned for those. Okay, we do want this bishop to stay guarding this pawn, so I'm going to place it here, guarding this other pawn. Look at how crazy this position is. We have all of these pawns lined up like this, and yet we're perfectly safe. Okay, I'm pretty sure that we need to take that. Although after take, he can take back with the knight. So take here, take here, there's pressure here. And then I would have to move my queen here, most likely. That is probably fine. I don't really see an alternative to taking, honestly. Unless I take a move to push this knight away, maybe something like that. Yeah, actually that might be... Well, but wait, I push and the knight jumps this way. Yes, but what does the knight do there? Let's do it. So we're basically trying to get this knight to move back. After that, we could also consider pushing further, like f4, and push this bishop back to a less active diagonal. This guy is from Japan, by the way. I don't get many players from Japan. I'm not sure why. I do wonder if chess is big in Japan. I know that they have their own version of chess. I'm not sure what it's called, like. Okay, I'm not really sure what he's thinking about. He's probably considering whether he can come here, but I do think that after coming here, I can simply push him away. And then the knight will have to come to h3, and that doesn't seem very pleasant. Yeah. So he goes back. Now takes, knight takes, and actually, no, wait, the knight can't take. After takes, we have this push. And we're attacking the queen and attacking the knight. Wait. If he takes with the bishop, he's attacking the rook, but we move it. Oh. That's definitely interesting. What is going on? I mean, can't I just solidify the structure now? This seems pretty alright. I love using this mouse. Check it out. You can barely hear it. Okay. So he's trying to kind of open up somehow, I guess. Let's go here. Let's kind of solidify the structure even more. Now I do want to get the king out of this line, to be honest, but there's no direct threat. There's no sacrifice here. I have too many pawns covering that. So we need to start thinking about our next approach. And honestly, it might be that we want to push this pawn even further. And I don't see many squares for this knight to go to. Oh my goodness. He might have to sacrifice now. Take. Queen takes. Looks dangerous, I have to say. Yeah, okay, he does sacrifice. This does look dangerous, but it isn't. It isn't because all of this is defended. But now we need to go about, you know, creating some space for these pieces. And it's not as easy as it might seem. This king is kind of stuck. Okay, and I don't have a lot of time. So I'm going to go here. My plan is to play here. I wonder if it was a mistake to allow the sacrifice. Surely it can't be, right? Oh, okay. Is he trying to come here? I mean, that makes sense. Or does it? I'm trying to create an escape there. He can come here, threaten this kind of checks, but whenever he gives a check here, I run away. I could even consider coming here, check and hide. 2 minutes. Okay, I need to play faster. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, he also has this outpost now that it looks very annoying. I can't believe all of this came from that sacrifice. I mean, I can believe it, but it's so annoying. Okay, this is the option that I was the least scared about. I was more scared about the knight jumping in. Okay, he does that now. Oh, whoa! Damn! I missed that. The king is smothered because the knight defends c7. And I have to give away my queen. Wow, that's wild. That is absolutely wild. Yeah. And this is resign. Oh my goodness. Let's see what the chat is saying. Prince says, cool, the nerd is live. Hello, hello. Chris saw it coming. Let's see. He will double the rooks. Well, no, he didn't do that. Yeah, I did lose the queen later. Let's have a look. Oh, there's the guy playing the chess championship. Yasser. I finished my 3rd round of World Chess Championship. Amazing. How did it go, man? Yeah, look at that. I was doing great. That's a shame. Let's go here maybe. And let's turn on the analysis. Okay. So this was fine. Pushing apparently is not good. Oh, did it want me to push this pawn? Is this what it wants me to do? I guess they're interchangeable, right? Okay, so this was best. No, alright, calm down. Like, when did it slip away? Okay, so that was imprecise, but at this point I was completely winning. a5 or e4? Well, e4 is what I played. Takes, and what does it want me to do now? Because this is the moment where I was like, okay, what do I do? Queen c8 is the only move that maintains the advantage. Queen c8. I mean, that's pretty hard to see. What I was worried about here was something like this, using the pin on the bishop. And actually, I mean, what do I do here? Bishop c6. Okay, so now I go here, right? And now either the queen exchanges. No, but wait, this is still bad. Let's say queen here. What do you want me to do now? Castle. No way. Castle or rook a7. Whoa, castling here would have been wild. Can you imagine? Wait, I don't take. Oh, of course, because now I can put this intermezzo in. Wow. Imagine castling like that. Let's see. I don't understand German, so Blatt, you can try and write it in English, please. Hello, Antonio. How are you doing? Right, so... Wait. So what happened in the game? I went here, and apparently it's already a huge mistake. And so is this. So the game slipped through my fingers in a matter of a couple of moves, really. Very annoying. What was better here to stay in the game? Queen b6. Wow. Well, yeah, I guess now he cannot reinforce this threat. Interesting. Okay. I feel like this was a very instructive game. I feel like I played a good game. I liked the way I played, and then I just kind of I went wrong here with the tactics. which is a shame. No, I didn't make the drink with lemon and honey that you told me about, Abdel. Yeah, fools will resign. Well, in this case, it was, I mean, this position after I lose the queen, you have to resign. This is +5. Yeah, that's the thing with these kind of positions. One move and you're just losing. Well, yeah, I guess, I mean, not necessarily with this position. I guess the problem is with the move e4, allowing the sacrifice. I should have thought about this longer. The engine wanted me to play a5. And apparently I see here rook g8, queen c7, all of these were good moves. And basically just keep everything solid and closed. And there would have been no counterplay basically for white. This is simply winning for black, despite the king being in the center. Okay, all right. Well, I'm gonna take some challenges if you guys want to play. So feel free to send in 3 minutes and 0 seconds challenges. In the meantime, I'm trying to connect my headphones here so that I should be able to hear sounds now. Nice. Always nice to be able to hear sounds. So let's see if anybody's sending a challenge here. No challenges yet. Aha, we have Abdallah coming back for one more game, huh? Okay, well, send unrated challenges, please, TomTom. So I'll take Abdallah's challenge for now. Let's see, let's see. Oh, I have black again. Show me what you got. Oh yes, Venkat, I'll give you the solutions after this game. I forgot about it. Oh no, Abdallah, the connection. Ah, okay. Well, let me just show you the solutions. So for those of you who weren't here last week, I showed a bunch of positions to the people in the live stream. And we tried to find the solution to those positions and come up with the best move. These are not puzzles. These are strategical studies, basically. So in this position here, we had thought about bishop takes and then jumping in the center like this. And we realized that we simply lose a pawn here. I mean, even if we do this, we have simply lost a pawn. So we didn't like that. Wait, let me turn the engine off. Then the other option was to go rook a5, which someone suggested in the chat, and I settled for this, and I think that's what I wrote down: rook a5 to control d5 and swing the f rook to a1. So the solution was kind of a mix, I suppose. Rook a5 is kind of a waste of a move because we are, yes, adding control to d5, but there's no real threat on d5. It's not like we are actually planning to use it. Instead, we should have in fact captured the knight, but there's no need to jump into d5. We're controlling it from afar, and rather, we should have swinged the rook around to this side. Or even, if I remember correctly, rook b1 is a big threat, because we're basically trying to push this pawn. But rook f to a1 or rook f to b1 would have been both very good in this position. And this was the way to go about this. Then the next position, it was this one, and we were playing for black. So let me just turn that around like this. So I suggested knight e5, trying to kind of ask questions of this bishop, trying to get it to move. And for example, if it goes back, we're kind of now a little bit active, and we gain a new nice square for this bishop on this long diagonal. And that is the solution. Knight e5 is the solution. And the other option that we had considered is e5, but e5 is not good because we create a hole on d5. And basically after this move, there's going to be no way for us to prevent the knight from jumping in and gaining some important control on the dark squares. So e5 is too weakening. Then the next position, this one we got correct. The move is a4 because a4 prepares to create an outpost and there is no way whatsoever for black to use this. So some people were somewhat worried about the hook being used, but we simply take and there's plenty of defense of that square. So a4 here makes sure that there's never going to be counterplay on the queen side. So let's see. The next one was this position here, and this one was the one where I struggled the most and I couldn't come with a realistic plan. I decided to opt for knight d2, and I owe someone an apology here because someone in the comments found the correct answer and I thought that they were wrong, and I explained why I thought they were wrong, and apparently they were right all along. In this position, there are no weaknesses whatsoever. Well, Salvadego, you can watch back the previous positions once the live stream is posted. So in this position here, there are no weaknesses whatsoever for black, and all of our pieces are placed in a convenient place. So we need to create new weaknesses for black, and the move is indeed h4 and h5, and we're trying to just throw a pawn at black. And what I said in the live stream is, well, black is simply going to either block us like this, or let's say that black can even waste a move and do this, and they're simply going to block us. Well, now this is a hook, and what I failed to see is that we can follow up with g4 and g5, and we're starting an attack on the king side. Very instructive stuff, because the king is completely safe behind this wall of pawns. This bishop is never going to be able to swing around to attack it, the queen is too far to attack it, the knight is too far to attack it, so it doesn't matter that we're just pushing all of the pawns in front of the king. This is a better position for white. And this is from a game of Kasparov, if I remember correctly, either Karpov or Kasparov. And he did play h4, h5 in the game. So apologies to that viewer saying that h4 was the correct answer. Then in this position here, in this one we also found the right solution. So let me just turn it around. So the solution was indeed to go bishop check, make the king move, and then gain control here with the bishop. Because if the bishop takes, we're very happy to jump in with the knight, and we have all kinds of threats coming here. This is beautiful. And if the bishop doesn't take, we have simply gained some nice space and control in the center. And now we can even castle, and this knight is going to move some other way. So this was the solution to this one. Now, this position here, this we also found the right solution, which is just to run up with the king and reach this square. And basically, I also played it out with the coach, and something like this does happen. Check, going back, and here. And now we don't defend the pawn, because actually we're helping black create counterplay by attacking these pawns. And after bringing the pawns up, it's going to be easier for black to pick them up and actually have enough time to push this pawn and promote it. So we just leave the pawn there, and we start taking here. And now this is simply winning for white. We're going to take this pawn. If he comes here, we can either defend, we can defend, or we could have also pushed the pawn forward, something like this, and basically we're going to promote before black. Hello, Ivan, how are you? Yes, Tom, we can play in a second. I'm just giving the solutions first. Then this one, it's another one that we solved correctly. The solution was indeed to castle long, because the black king is completely stuck in the center. And so basically, even if we lose this pawn, we have this maneuver here. And we're going to simply chase the king around, and it's slaughter. This position we didn't look at. And this one was the position from my game that I felt like I had played perfectly. I went a4, and then I went knight here, the bishop took, and I played this position. And my coach told me, well, yes, you're right. You played it the correct way. I just wanted to see if you were sure about it, basically. So my gut was correct. I thought that there was a mistake, that this position wasn't supposed to be here, and I was right. Hello, Hugo. Welcome. Okay, guys. I'm accepting new challenges now. So send in your challenges. 3 minutes plus 0 seconds unrated. 3-0 unrated. Let's see. Why can't I go? There I am. Tom, you need to send unrated challenge. Okay, I'll take Abdel's challenge. Let's go, Abdel. This is the rematch. Okay, so you're going for this. I feel like I kind of want to play an England Gambit. Oh, okay. So you don't take the pawn. That's interesting. So we're both out of theory already. Let's see how this plays out. This move I don't really like. I feel like it's overcommitting. And if you now play here, I can simply take. Okay. Now this should be decent for me. I mean, I guess I'm up 2 pawns. There's no need to simplify though. Don't just simplify for the sake of doing it. Okay, you have some nice pressure, I have to say. Now I'm shutting that down. Tactics. I think you have some tactics. Let's see. Abdallah, Nathan is someone I know, and we sometimes play Minecraft. Well, not really anymore. But yeah, I guess you're right. We should be playing Minecraft right now. Okay, I can take here now, I think. Ooh, okay, you're being very aggressive here. That's actually quite interesting. I don't want to waste time here, so I'm gonna go for something like this actually. And kind of try to create some problems with that pawn. I'm also attacking here. Okay, he takes back. So now it's probably the moment to take here. I was worried for a second there that I had blundered checkmate actually. Okay, good move. Good move, but it should still be up material here. I mean, I am up material. So let me just, how can I defend everything? Let me go here. Let's activate the rest of the pieces. Guys, I really need to learn how to play with the mouse. I feel like every small movement, like I'm making a very small movement with my mouse right now, and it's already enough to make the cursor move a whole bunch of this on the screen. I don't know if I need to adjust it. I mean, I guess I can try, but then maybe it's too slow. Okay, I don't want to take that. Instead, I want to try and force some kind of exchange here. So let me go here first. Oh, that's a good move. Oh, that's a very good move. Oh no. Wait. I missed that. I shouldn't have done that. Okay. Now I can't take there, but I can take like this. I need to always cover mate. Also, I need to avoid getting flagged. And if I can somehow trade a piece, that would be amazing. See, it takes me ages even just to capture back. Good game. Ooh, one brilliant move. Interesting. Hello, Jacob. How are you? Why you didn't take the queen, lol? When? Let me see. What moment are you talking about? Oh, you mean here? Yeah, I missed it. I was just trying to play very fast. I played this move in 1.5 seconds. Guys, what do you mean why you missed the queen? Like, mistakes happen. Yes, I could have just taken. Do you guys see every single move that ever can be played on the chessboard? Probably not, right? Okay. Alright, Tom, you sent unrated, so let's play. Let's go. Okay, so far so good. Oh yeah, praise Jesus, you're right, we didn't check what the brilliant was. Oh no, you're sick, Jacob. Yeah, exactly, Abdel. Good game, by the way. Okay, now we have this. We all know that en passant is forced. Oh, it's not apparently. Interesting. Let's go like this. This looks very weird, but the pawns are actually restricting quite nicely the white position. Okay, well the queen is attacking there now. I think I can come here though. Well, now I'm losing that pawn. Can't afford to get forked there. This guy is playing very well. I'll go here. And here. Now don't get too focused on your queen. You have other pieces that want to join the game. Now, since I have a light square bishop here, I want to focus on activating that bishop, basically. So that's why I moved my pawns to dark squares. Let's come here. There's a little threat. Oh no! Good game. You played pretty well. You played a pretty good game for your rating, man. Let's just check what the brilliant move was in the previous game, because we didn't see that in the end. So let's just go to that one. Oh, there's no brilliant move. What? It said one brilliant move, right? Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, no, nothing. Weird. Okay. All right, I'm going to take one more challenge from Gunpaths. And then after this, we're going to play one more rated game. Let's go for our London. Let's see what Gunpaths plays. Okay, the two knights, huh? Then in this case I'm going to go c4. Sadik, I love watching your puzzle videos. Thank you so much. I'm very glad you do. There's a few options here. I kind of like going here. Now he can take and I'll take back if he does that. Play the Vienna. Ooh. I don't know how to play the Vienna. I mean, I know the main idea. I know just a couple of lines, but that's it. So if my opponent has prepared in the slightest against it, I'm cooked. You do puzzle videos, but you're a noob yourself. What makes you say that, man? I want to play you. I'm 2200 plus rated on Lichess Bullet. Damn, you're gonna cook me in Bullet then. We can try playing a Blitz game if you want, and you're probably going to win there as well. Ari, yes, you can play against me. After this one game, I'm going to play a rated game, and then go back to playing against you. Okay, I'm gonna go here. Well, DR, calling people noob is not very nice regardless, is it? Regardless of what their level is. Jasper says my daddy plays it. Play versus my daddy, he's 2000 rapid. Damn. I don't know if I want to play against him. He sounds like he's strong. I feel like I am misplaying this quite a bit. Okay, well that doesn't feel right from the opponent. Now how can I explode it? Well, let's gain control of the file. Now I'm gonna trade. Get the queen on a kind of slightly more uncomfortable line, because now I can bring the rook over. Let's go here. That's a quite annoying move. Quite annoying. Huh. This guy's playing very well. Now he has a check on the back rank. Interesting. Okay. Let's see if I can make something happen. The only move that saves him is this. Interesting. And now he's actually winning if he plays this correctly. Because I cannot defend everything at the same time. So let me try this. We need to go for tricks here. He can take the bishop. I'm gonna go here. And now here. And here. All right, let's have a look at the game review. No, I couldn't win the queen because it was defended by the knight. That's why I said that. He found the only move. 80% accuracy. So it seems like he played a pretty much perfect game. And then when he was low on time, it started to get more difficult. So let's have a look at the mistakes. Okay, so this move was a mistake. All of these are very good moves. Wow, knight back is the good move. Let's see. Yeah, knight d7, second best move. Best. Wow, this guy played a very good game. Yeah, queen c3 was brilliant. Top engine move. Queen c3. Now this of course is a mistake only if you find this move. Knight d5. And now queen e4 was the way. Queen e4, but of course, because now if he takes here, I can take here. That's the idea. Very interesting. And then we have this is a mistake. Of course, now there's queen takes d3, bishop back, knight comes in. Queen check. And now he has 8 seconds and he played one quick move and another quick move and the game is over. So I think you guys know what I'm thinking. Let's just go to the next game. Oh yes, now it's time for the rated game. So 10 minutes, let's go. Yes, c4 in the opening was the best. Ooh, game aborted. Okay, let's try one more. And I can tell you that just because that's preparation. Oh, this thing. Okay. So this is interesting because technically it's not great leaving this big hole here in the center of the position, but it's very hard to actually exploit it. So for now, let's just kind of play a little bit more positionally like this. We're going to bring the bishops to the center. I can bring the knight out. If this, we simply win a pawn, castle. So far so good. Let's play h6. And now I kind of want to expand on this side of the board. Okay, so he's doing that. Now I can stop the expansion with either queen here or queen here. Which one is best? Or do I want to stop it at all? What if I just push here, here, knight takes, queen here, the knight goes back. Yeah, no, that doesn't look good. So maybe, what if I push one more step? Here, here, here. Sorry, I meant this, this, takes, and knight takes. I mean, that stops it. But it is a quite committal move because now there is an outpost here for the knight, which is not ideal. Okay, now we need to start to come up with some ideas on how to actually unravel these pieces. So I could prepare this pawn push with something like knight back, but if I do that, he simply pushes. I don't like that. So I'll try to wait around a little bit more, see what happens. Just kind of get a feeling for the position. Oh, okay, that's a quite hesitant move, I think, from him. Same way that I'm kind of hesitating here. Now let's see. We could start bringing the rooks around a little bit. We could also try to reroute this knight. The question is where to. I could play something like this and try to jump with a knight on e5. That seems like a possibility, although that's not really what we want to control. We want to control d4. I really want to make b5 happen. But whenever I move this knight, he pushes. Okay, let's try to not get too low on time. So I'm going to play a move that will look very weird and ridiculous. No, wait, actually, maybe it actually is ridiculous. Okay, I'm gonna play king h7. Kind of getting the king a little bit more active. I can prepare to play something like g6 maybe in the future, or g5. And again, it's kind of a waiting move. This is a Mexican standoff. Neither me or my opponent want to commit to anything. Okay. Now, I kind of want to play g5 followed by knight here and here. But g5, he might have a sacrifice. Something like that. So I'll place a rook there to kind of reinforce the idea of g5. I don't know why he's not jumping in here, by the way. That seems just like a very good square for the knight. It's an outpost from which I cannot kick him out, basically. And adds control to d5. Oh, okay, he makes d5 happen. Well, now I have to take. And I can come here, right? I think I can. Knight here. If he pushes, knight back. Let's see, the knight is centralized. I don't think this can be bad. Okay, he does push. Now I can either come back here or come back this way. I like either move, to be honest. It's hard to say. I might like this a little bit more, just to have some more pieces on the queen side too. And if trades, we fix the pawn structure a little bit. We add more control to the center, or we can even activate this bishop this way, actually. And have some nice pressure on e4. Okay, he goes back. That's kind of suspicious. But now the knight is also controlling there, which I quite like. I want to do something with the bishops. He has very good control over d5. I kind of want to play this now, which was the other idea that I had in mind earlier, to come here. And it looks a little bit sketchy just because he has this kind of, you know, this cover attack here on the knight. But I think it should be fine. The flip side of this is that even if we do reach there, he always has bishop back trying to get that knight. I don't really have enough time to defend it properly. Okay. Do I have f5 now? f5, push. If push, I take and win a pawn. If he doesn't push, I bring the knight back and now I have pressure on that pawn. And I'm not really weakening my king, to be honest. I think that f5 makes some sense. He takes, okay. All right. I feel like I kind of had to play that move there. I didn't consider the fact that I was giving that square to the knight. That's a very good move and a pretty significant miss from me. But now I'm gonna play knight f6 back and try to trade it off. It's still probably slightly better for white here, if not just better. But hopefully I should be able to unravel a little bit. I think I didn't spend enough time considering what would have happened on f5 after the pawn takes. Okay. What is he trying to do? Go for my rook? I think he's planning this. But to be honest, I would be happy to give up this rook for this knight. So something like this here and takes. Pawn takes. Bring the knight back, and now I'm the one with an outpost. Because this rook, like, compared to how powerful this knight is not that good. So knight back. And I'm aiming for that square. Which he defends. Can I still go there? Can I still go there? There, bishop takes. Well, we're kind of giving up the advantage like that though. So for now I'm simply going to move out of the way with my queen. Ideally I want a knight to land there and stay there. That would be the ideal scenario. I feel like giving up the exchange there was a wise choice. I'm curious to see what the engine thinks about that. Okay, now he's trying to get rid of that knight, but I can take here. Knight takes. We open up this bishop. Now this rook needs to get into the game somehow. Wait a second. Oh. I thought I had a tactic with a check here, but no, because the pawn takes and defends. That's annoying. Oh, and now there's this discover check, so I feel like I might need to take that knight. Yeah. Ah, boy, are you serious? Oh. Yeah, this is just lost. What do you mean I'm talking about Anna Kramling? What are you guys talking about? You guys are talking about Anna Kramling's course? Let me see what happened in this game before I take any challenges. Okay. Okay, so everything here was fine. This is a mistake, yes, but I was struggling to find e5. Okay, well now we both have a hole. That's the move that I was kind of trying to avoid actually. Because now he has an outpost too. Whoa, taking is not wrong, is not right there. e5 again. Wow, this looks very weird. But I guess now I can hop in the center, right? Interesting, and he doesn't have that outpost. So of course if he takes, now I simply have a passed pawn, right? And if he takes with the knight, I have a fork. e5 is very interesting there. And if he takes in some kind of way, I assume I take back like this. Okay, these type of structures are very weird. Should I have taken the knight? Okay, so knight takes, bishop takes, and d5 again. No, rook gc8. All right. Whoa! Knight g6? Knight g6 was far better than knight back to c6. That's interesting. I thought there was some kind of push here on this side. Is there not? Isn't this just very good for white? e5. Ah, because since the knight is here, we can use e5 to then take here. Still very odd, very sharp position. So here, here. And now this is just bad apparently. So taking there was the best move. But white is just doing great here. Well, I had a chance to be back in the game with 94 here. So it does want me to go there and take back. And after the knight moves, let's say here, d5. Ah, okay. I consolidate the pawns like that. And now this is just losing. Not off to a great start. Joe said that he is just paying attention to the game. That's great. But unfortunately, I didn't show a good performance here. Okay, let's have a look at the challenges that you have sent. Champion, 3 minutes unrated. We have an FM in the chat, 2600. 3 minutes unrated. Okay, let's go, man. Let's see. Show me your power. Show me what you're truly made of. I think this is actually my first time playing against an FM. Okay, you know your stuff. This is a legit line. And it's actually something that I don't see almost ever. I remember that the weakening of the light squares is pretty significant. I'm not sure I know how to exploit it though. Should have probably given a check there. Oh, now this I feel like is pretty good. Wait. Okay, let's go back. Maybe I should have done that when it came with check. Now let's castle. Oh no, wait, are you winning a piece here? No, you aren't. Because you can't push the pawn. Okay. I've got time. Let me go here. Just kind of ask a little bit of questions. I do wonder whether I should play e5 at some point here and close down the bishop, although that closes my bishop in. But maybe that's still what I should do. It's hard to say. Let's bring a rook in. Okay, interesting, interesting. I'm gonna take now and close here. Okay, now that outpost is very interesting. How can I reach it? That outpost is very interesting. Good move. Very good move. I'm wasting time. Okay. He's going to win this endgame now. Damn it. No! I was doing so well! No, please, Mr. FM, don't do this to me. Please. No! I was cooking. This is unfair! No! Ah, damn it! Okay. He cannot take back. No! Are you serious? Are you serious? No! I had it in the bag! This is literally mouse skills again. I do not know how to use this. Oh my goodness, I literally had that in the bag. Oh, this is so frustrating. Good game, man. I mean, probably not for your standards. Yes, literally 0.1 seconds. Any move, I would have had at least a draw. Yes, I don't have a mouse pad. That doesn't help. Wait, I was losing there? I mean, yeah, at the end, of course I was, but... Look at that. I was cooking. 9 seconds against 17. I should have just flagged here. And now this is unfortunate, I mean... Oh, but wherever I go, there's the fork anyway, I guess. No, wait. Oh, I should have come here. That is such a shame. Yeah, I know I should drag, but it doesn't come natural to me. I always play on my phone, so dragging is something that I only do if I'm playing on the computer. 0.1 seconds there at the end is just it's just vile. I didn't deserve that. literally any move, and it was a draw. That's a shame. All right, let's take one more challenge. Let's see. Champion 1900. Let's go. Let's go here. Okay, you're going for an England Gambit. Wait, are you the guy that already played the England against me? What do I play here? I'm trying to remember the line. Do I sacrifice the rook? No, right? No, that doesn't make any sense. Let's go here. You play very quickly. Oops, that was a mistake by me. Okay, he didn't spot it. Nice. Which means that I can now castle. I know that I lose this pawn, but I have very good activity, I think. So for example, here, I lose the other pawn, but I bring my rook to e1. Thank you, Victor. Let me see if I can manage to drag these pieces, huh? Okay, let's gain... No! I wanted to come here. See, that's what happens if I drag. Well, that's just my fault. Okay. I guess I'm gonna try and make the best of this bishop. Oh, interesting. I smell some opportunities here. Okay, I'm gonna go here. This guy's playing very quickly. It's quite scary. If he comes here, I think I just have a fork. So is the knight just trapped here, actually? And now the rook. Well, not fully trapped, I guess. But now I can come here. No, there has to be some kind of knockout punch here. I hope there is, because I really don't like playing against the England Gambit. So it would bring me some joy to win. Okay, let's not... Ooh, wait. I actually need to trade here. Oh, whoa. Wait, that's hope chess. You're hoping that I'm not going to see your threat. Now the queen is hanging, which we love to see. Now I can come here. That move looked very fancy, but I don't think it was a good move. Okay, let's try to come up with some kind of actual idea here. So, of course, I saw that there was this check. I considered that I should be safe once I come back around here. Okay. Oh wait, he has a perpetual now though. Yeah. He does. Oh, he doesn't go for it. Okay, I see your point. Wait. Oh, I'm too low on time again. Damn it. Ah, good game. Well played. England Gambit again. So annoying. I hate this opening. And I really need to become faster moving the pieces. Because around here, this should be just good for us. Let's see. See, I mean, this is basically just winning for white. And then somehow it slipped through my fingers. Okay, so here I shouldn't have allowed all of that. Instead, queen d4. Okay. Rook c1. Yeah, which is what I played. And now rook up is too weakening, I imagine. Rook g3. Right, yes, of course. We're creating this very nice pressure here, and now we're simply winning. But after this, he has at the very least a perpetual here. But now after all of this, I'm simply winning, but I didn't have enough time to convert this. I mean, 10 seconds is plenty of time. I just don't move fast enough. How old are you, Camo? I'm 24, almost 25. Praise Jesus, I don't know how to play that opening. Will fools resign? Well, fools have been resigning today. The fool being me. I only accept 3 minutes and unrated. Guys, if you want the challenge, send 3-0 unrated. This challenge here is rated. Okay, Abdallah, let's go. Let me play e4. I want to try the King's Gambit. Now, this is regarded as a very bad opening, but I think it has quite a bit of poison, actually. Not that I know the theory or anything, it's just an interesting structure, if you will. We gain the entire center, that's kind of the main idea. Okay. Let's not play too fancy, I'm just going to develop. And since the king is in the center, I'm gonna open up like this now. Let's go for some tricks. Well, no, this is not a Vienna Gambit, this is a King's Gambit. Okay, now can I go here? I'm playing this very tactically, which is not usually how I play my games. but it is nonetheless a very exciting way to play. I don't want to give up all of my pieces. So let's go here. Take. Yes, I guess so. I guess it looks like a Vienna Gambit. But we still can't quite call it like that since we didn't reach it in the Vienna way, right? Okay, Abdallah is playing well. Okay, takes. We take back like this, I imagine. A check. Are you going for my pawn? I mean, you are. Oh, wait. You might have some kind of smother made ideas now with the queen positioned here and the knight close. But my rook can always sacrifice itself. Check. Careful where you go now. Oh, good game. I'm pretty sure you were better at some point there. Yeah, here. So that was a mistake by me. Rook takes f8. Okay, what after rook takes back? h3. Fine, interesting game. That finish there I think was quite nice though. Yeah, sorry Abdallah. I mean, I wasn't prepared for it either. It's just an opening, isn't it? You know what Hikaru says, openings don't matter. How was it when you made a video with Tunish? Tunish is a great guy, actually. In the days that we were preparing the video together, he really helped me out. He was the one that gave me some advice on how to do the Discord server. He gave me some heads up on how to manage, you know, hate comments and that kind of stuff, knowing that I was probably going to start to face them. He's a really cool dude. Okay, I'm going to challenge one more viewer. Okay. So we have the challenge from my friend. Let's go for an English. So I used to play the English for a little while, but I don't actually remember what the ideas are. I kind of vaguely remember the structures. But that's it. I mean, I feel like this position is pretty okay. I'm quite happy with this. Well, now a knight dreams to go there, I guess. Can I achieve that? Something like here, 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 and here. I could. Maybe let's prioritize this bishop for a little while. Oops. I really need to fix my mouse. I feel like it moves way too much. Now that can be an outpost if I take. So I'm gonna take and then move here. I'm attacking the knight and I'm attacking checkmate. Good game. This would have been mate too. That was probably slightly prettier. But good game up until this point, man. Do you like the King's Gambit? I love the King's Gambit, but I've never studied it actually. Who do you look up to in chess? That's a good question. Well, I guess I look up to, like, my type of niche rather than players is more content creators, right? Because I've started playing chess way too late to become a professional player. And I don't have enough time to dedicate to chess to actually be really good, right? But if I were to think of someone that I took inspiration from, I guess someone like Akim. Akim is a great teacher and great content creator. My favorite opening, I would have to say, probably the Grunfeld right now. I love playing the Grunfeld. The only problem with the Grunfeld is that it's not meta. So let's go Leo Capra. After this, I'm going to play one more game. Let's play a Grob. I'm going to play one more game against a rated player. I mean, you know what I mean. A rated game. What's my favorite Gambit? I think the Smith Mora is an amazing Gambit. It's just actually just a broken Gambit. There's no doubt in my mind that the Smith Mora is completely broken. I started playing chess 3.5 years ago. So it was February of 2021, I think. No, 2022. I was 21 years old when I discovered chess. And now I'm 24. How long have you guys been playing? What about Gotham? Well, Gotham, you know, it's kind of a separate case, I guess, because Gotham is an international master. He is like a very good player, right? So it's not quite my same situation. He can, of course, more easily offer courses and very high level knowledge. What I have to offer is more spectacle. We're trading way too many pieces, Leo Capra. And since you're Italian, you're probably called Leo, actually. Leo Capra. Gotham 20 years. Gotham is not 20 years old. I think he's 29. Do you have a job? Yes, I am a chess teacher. Not a chess coach, a chess teacher. So I go into schools and I teach chess to kids. Toy Pushy says, I started 3 months ago and I'm 950. That's very good, man. Keep it up. What got you into chess? Ah, he played for 20 years. Well, yeah. Even more, actually. Can I not just take that? Am I missing something? Maybe not. Guys, whenever I see people playing in live streams, they're always moving so quickly and drawing arrows like instantly. I don't understand how they do it. It's so frustrating. I never use a mouse for anything. This is literally the only scenario in which I'm using a mouse. So it's quite frustrating to see people use them so efficiently for chess. What is this platform which you're playing on right now? This is chess.com. It's the main chess platform. Let me go here. The Arsen says change your DPI. What is that? Okay, that's a good move. Let's go here. By the way, guys, for those of you that follow me quite a bit, there is going to be a big collaboration with Lotus Chess. So in the coming month or so, I am going to be making sponsored content for them about twice a week. And it's just going to be like at the end of a short, I'm going to shout them out for like 5 seconds. So there's not going to be any change to the content, the nature of the content, what the videos contain, but do expect to see some shout outs to Lotus Chess at the end of the videos. I'm just letting you know in advance because like this, you don't get overwhelmed by this. Feel free to scroll away from it when it comes up in the videos. I'm not going to be angry at you or anything. And this is just because basically I'm not making any money from the videos. Well, now actually I am monetized, so I am getting a little bit from the views, but it's really not a lot. And this does take a lot of time and a lot of work. So if I want to be able to keep bringing the videos, I need to be making something so that I can survive. So that's why I accepted the sponsorship. We're gonna see how it goes. If it becomes too much, if you guys tell me, listen, Pietro, I don't want to see all of this sponsored content, well, then we're going to change change how it goes. Thank you, Abdallah. I appreciate it, and thank you, Abdallah. Oh, you downloaded Lotus Priest, Jesus. How do you find it? Is it good? I quite like it. Do long form videos. Also, people need to donate. Well, I can't force people to donate. And long form videos don't do very well in views. Short videos do very well with views, but then the issue is that they don't pay anything. While long form videos, they pay better, but I get like between 1,000 to 3,000 views, which is like, I think 20 cents every 1,000 views, something like that. So okay, guys, I'm going to play one more rated game. So I'm just going to, let's see, I'm just going to close the chat here. Okay, let's go for our London system. And I am, by the way, considering not playing the London at the Amsterdam Open. Oh, he goes for this Benoni line. Now, this is the best move, d5. I'm quite happy that I got this so I can show you a little bit of the theory. I am considering not playing the London at the Amsterdam Open, but the London, I know it so well. I know it's so much better than other openings, which it just kind of doesn't make sense, right? To start learning something new and fresh. I feel like I can just come back here. Oh, we're doing pretty chill. f4, knight f3, castles. The only thing that we need to be careful of which is very often an issue when f4 is played, is that if I castle, he has this move c5, attacking the bishop with a discover check. What is he trying to do here? I don't see a point to this move, unless he just wants to induce h3. Okay. Fine. So he wants to get the c4 push in. Wait, can't I actually just go here? He has bishop here. Yeah, no, that doesn't make much sense. Can I simply move my king away? Wait, what is better, to cover or to move the king away? So if I go here, the only move is to go here. Takes, check. The king moves, let's say here, takes with check. We take back, and we're trading queens. I quite like that actually. And we also get rid of the very powerful dark square bishop. And now, if we trade this, we basically enter an endgame where we're the only ones with control of the center and with any development whatsoever. If he doesn't trade, okay. So actually, I think I'm considering taking with the king here. Although taking with the pawn is also pretty strong. Let's take with the pawn. I think that's just a little bit safer. Okay, come on, there is no way that I lose this game now. Let's prevent the knight from going to the outpost. Okay, I'm pretty happy to see that. Now I'm going to bring my other rook. Oh, wait. I guess I wasn't happy to see that after all. Let's centralize the king. You know what they say in the opening? Develop the pieces, centralize the king. Okay. This is a little bit tricky. We need to find a way to unravel. So I'm gonna defend this pawn so that the rook is now free to move around. Okay. Now he's probably aiming somehow for this square. Let's go here for now. Let's just kind of get the knight a little bit closer. We're also pressuring this square, which is very relevant. I'm trying to think of... Oh, wait a second. Can't we go here and attack the pawn now? That's a pretty big weakness now. He has to take, I think. He has to defend with the rook. Either rook here or here. After that, I could throw this move in, or if he goes here, I can gain control of this file. I can also come here. There is the threat of the bishop. No, wait, if the bishop comes there, I simply take. Okay, let's gain space here. I'm trying to come here. I should have thought about this move a little bit longer, maybe. That was very rushed. A little bit too instinctual, maybe. Either here or here, right? We have time. Let's try to figure this out. Now this is a new outpost. So it would be amazing if I could reach that somehow. But the knight doesn't have a lot of mobility. And if I go here, the issue is that there is... Oh wait, no, actually the king cannot get any closer. So let's say here, bishop takes, rook takes. We're pressuring here. And then we'll bring the other rook around. But then he plays something like this and he's infiltrating. But I move my king here. Okay, let's try it. I could even maybe take with the pawn. But I don't know how realistic it is. I mean, taking with the pawn, now he has this pawn break. Although takes... We're pretty close to promoting there. Here, here, king here. It's very hard to tell. Very hard to tell what it's right to do here. I kind of want to push the pawn. Because that's going to be a problem long term for black. But let's say I do push. He can even, for example, simply defend like this. And how am I making any progress? I mean, I guess I can come here with the rook attack that. Let's try it. If the king ever comes forward, I have this check. Okay, he does try to come there. Wait. What if I push now? Rook here. Check, rook takes, pawn takes, king takes, and I get nothing. Push, rook here. Takes, rook takes. And then rook takes. Check. That's actually quite interesting. Because I get a pawn, right? Now he can throw in that check, but if he does, I attack here, and then I'm threatening to come here. So I think I'm simply winning a pawn. And I'm defending this, which is very nice. Now I feel like I need to come here. The only issue is that this king is a little bit exposed now. He can come here to attack the pawn, to which I might have to reply, okay. This is getting into dangerous territory, I'm not gonna lie. If I come here to defend from the check, he comes here and there's no way to save the pawn. Although, here, I come here, and I'm threatening to win this pawn and there's no way to defend it, so takes, and then I have two passed pawns against one. Very hard to tell. If I go here, he's going to come up with the king, and it doesn't really change anything. If I come here, he has the skewer and wins this pawn. So let's try this. 2 minutes 45, so I do need to start playing a little bit faster here. Okay, that's interesting. I didn't see that move. I guess I have to come down. And now he can come back. Is this his idea? And once he comes back, I will need to play here. But then he has check, takes, and he's still attacking that. Okay, wait. Now I come here, right? No, I could have thrown in this move to defend the pawn. That was probably more accurate. That was definitely more accurate. Because now I lose this. That was so stupid for me. And I can't come here because I lose the rook. So instead, let's go here. Let's stop some possible checks. He can force the trade of rooks, but that should be at least a draw. I hope I don't lose under time pressure again. His rooks are very active and his king is slightly more safe than mine. So black is probably slightly better here. I do wonder where I went wrong in the game. Today's practice games are not going great. Not going great. Again, here maybe I could have spent a move to keep the king away, but then he come here. Okay. Everything should be held together here. He doesn't have a way to attack that pawn. Okay, wait. I might actually be winning now. I think he messed up. Here. How is he stopping my pawn? I run to shelter here and I push. He has to take and take. And run back here. But then I win this pawn and my king is much more active than his. Wait a minute. This looks very good. He needs to sacrifice the rook for that pawn, and then it's simply going to be a winning king and pawn endgame. If I'm not mistaken, this should be GG, right? Yes, I sacrifice here. I mean, it's not even a sacrifice. I simply win the rook, and now it's GG. Oh, we did it. One win. We did it. Damn. Let's see the chat. Waffles are better than pancakes. I said it. I mean, I don't know if I agree, but I appreciate your enthusiasm. You could have lost the rook. When? Can you guys be more specific when you point these things out? Because I don't know when that happened. From the graphic, it doesn't look like it. It seems like I was doing fine. Was it here? So taking with the rook was best, and this was completely winning, but I shouldn't have gone to the outpost with the knight. Instead, rook c1 was the move. And after this, rook c3, rook c6. So just kind of waiting around, basically. And if this, knight e6 now, because this blocks the view of the bishop. Fascinating. So I should have been very, very patient here, basically. Thanks for the GG's, guys. Abdus, I can beat you in chess. Congrats, Dad. You're so good, dude. Go back to the game. Okay, well, I am looking at the game. What moment are you guys thinking about? Keep in mind that there is a delay in the live stream, so don't just go like stop right there, because I won't know what part you're talking about. So I'm pretty sure that this was better, right? No? How is this not better? This is best? I don't see a moment where I could have lost the rook, guys. Praise Jesus. I mean, I know you're saying it on purpose, but yeah, I have no idea what moment you're talking about. Okay, guys, like I'm going through the moves now. You do realize that there is no moment where I could have lost a rook, right? The engine would point it out. You mean rook to d1 here? Is this what you're talking about? Guys? Was this what you were talking about? Because that's a blunder. How many moves ahead can you calculate? Well, it really depends. It really depends on the position. If we are in an endgame, I can calculate, you know, a sequence of moves that is like maybe 10, 15 moves each. So technically 30 moves. If we are in an opening, like almost no moves, maybe 2, 3 moves, something like that. Yeah, Timur, I know, thank you. It's just annoying sometimes. Thank you for the Discord shout out, Abdallah. It's just easier to play on computer than mobile. Well, you know, for a lot of people it is. For me, it isn't. On my phone, I can move faster. It is a little bit annoying because on the phone you cannot pre-move a whole bunch of moves. You have to pre-move one move at a time, which in a time scramble, it is a problem. On the computer, you can pre-move a bunch of moves. So that's kind of the advantage of playing on the computer. And once you're fast with your mouse, you can play faster on the computer. I can't do that. I need to figure out how to play with the mouse, guys. I am so bad with my mouse. Okay, I'm going to take one last 3-minute challenge before I close the live stream. So who is up for a challenge can send me a 3-minute 0 seconds unrated challenge. By the way, I'm not sure why, but today's views are much lower than every other live stream I've done. I'm not sure if it's like an algorithm thing, if it is like the time or the day of the week, but it is interesting nonetheless. What? No, you cannot do multiple pre-moves on mobile. What kind of phone do you have, MP? It only allows me to pre-move one move ahead, and then if I try to move something else, it deletes the previous pre-move. Okay, let's see. Fin c3e. Haven't played against you yet, so let's go for it. Let's go e4. Caro-Kann. Okay. Guys, in the name of Witty Alien, let's go for the Martian Gambit. Boom! Wait, actually, no, this is not how you play the Martian Gambit. I just realized I messed up. And I'm not talking about the Alien Gambit. I know that those two are different. This is the Martian Gambit, but I think I should have waited for h6 first. So I already messed up. Oh, okay. He doesn't take. Well, that's interesting. Then I'm gonna take here. You should absolutely take the knight there. I mean, it's just bad. Let's go here. And here. It's a shame that we didn't get to play the Martian Gambit there. I thought I was going to, carry on the legacy of Witty Alien. My Gambit, my legacy. Do you guys know Witty Alien? Yeah, exactly. On the mobile app, I can only move one move at a time, like Omar is saying. Let's go here. By the way, guys, how many of you would prefer these live streams to be on Twitch? Because that's something that I'm thinking about, moving to Twitch. Because there's a bunch of things that are pretty good about being on Twitch. I think that it's easier to play music without getting copyright strikes. And I guess that it's easier to manage subs and that kind of stuff. Thank you, Harish. MP, I will need to check in the settings. What's your mouse? Well, I actually bought this today. It's a TechNet. It's a silent mouse. I bought it mainly for that, so that you shouldn't hear it in the microphone. Because my previous microphone was very noisy. Twitch not good for availability. What do you mean? You can do both. Well, yeah, I guess so, but wouldn't that be a little bit chaotic? Well, the chess community on Twitch is really big, Timur. There's a lot of very big chess streamers on Twitch. And they do very well there, which is why I was thinking, maybe I should go to Twitch. Okay, you're trying to flag me. but you're the one that is low on time here. Alright, see you, DR. Or Doctor. I would say the chess is pretty popular on Twitch. I mean, I guess it's more popular on YouTube, but the issue is that... wait a second, let me just... There. But the issue is that... good game, Finn. The issue is that on YouTube, live streams don't do as well in general compared to Twitch. Although I entered in... what do you guys mean blundered mate in 1? When? What are you talking about? What are you guys talking about? When? You mean going up with the rook here? That's not mate. No, wait. Queen g7. But I played that. I literally played that. I went down and took. At 44 seconds. Oh, I see. No, wait. Actually, I don't see. Oh, from here. Okay. Yeah. Well, it doesn't really matter at this point, I guess. The game is completely over. Yeah, I know what you guys mean now. Gosh, you guys are so picky. Come on, the game was probably like plus 12. It doesn't matter if it's mate in 1 or mate in 3 or 10 or whatever. But anyway, yeah, I think that Twitch might be an option, mainly for the music. I know that on YouTube it's harder to play music without having any copyright issues. I need to look into that a little bit deeper. And see how it goes. Also, I think that on Twitch it's easier to interact with the audience, because from here, well, the truth is I don't really know. I need to learn more about the platforms. Okay, guys, I'm very tired now. So there is no live stream tomorrow because I'm going to be playing a rated game. Maybe I'm going to send you the link so you can follow it. It's probably going to be on Instagram or on Discord. So don't forget to follow the Discord. I mean, join the Discord, follow on Instagram so you don't miss out on these updates. I'm going to be playing a classical game and it's going to be online on Lichess and you can follow it. And so the next live stream is going to be on Thursday evening. And most likely it's going to be 7:30 p.m. UK time. Right. Thank you so much for keeping me company. Thank you for the games. Thank you for your suggestions. Thank you for your energy. And I will see you next time.